Hey, what if I told you that one of the absolute best ways to learn English is probably sitting right there in your living room? Seriously, today we're going to completely flip the script on how you see movies. We're turning them from just, fun entertainment into what might be your most powerful language learning tool yet. I mean, we all do it, right? We kick back, watch a movie to relax, to escape for a couple of hours. But what if that very same screen was also the fastest way to get fluent? Well, guess what? It totally can be. So yeah, think again. Because when you use them the right way, movies can be a total game changer for your learning. And that's exactly what we're gonna do here. I'm gonna walk you through a simple, step-by-step method to make it happen. But before we dive into the how, let's talk about the why. Why does this actually work so well? I mean, what's the secret sauce? Well, it all comes down to the way your brain is literally wired to learn. Okay, think about it like this. On one hand, you've got your traditional book learning, right? It's all grammar rules, vocab lists, the theory. It's fine. But then you've got movie learning. This is the real deal. You get real voices, real emotional reactions, that natural rhythm of how people actually talk. You just can't get that from a textbook. No way. And here's the real magic bullet. Your brain remembers things way, way faster when there's an emotion attached. Think of emotion as like super glue for your memory. That feeling of suspense or joy or even sadness you get from a movie. It makes the language you're hearing stick. It's the reason you can probably quote lines from your favorite movie years later. But that vocab list you studied yesterday? Poof, gone. And it's not just about words. Movies teach you something that's almost impossible to learn from a book: culture. You get to see how people really interact, like how they talk to their friends versus how they talk to their boss, or how they apologize or show respect, or even what they do when they get angry. It's all those unspoken rules. And that right there is the difference between just knowing English and actually, getting it. All right, so I'm hoping you're on board by now. But the big question is, how do you actually do this? Well, let's get right into it. We're going to break down a really simple but super powerful method that you can literally start using tonight. Okay, step one. You've got to choose the right movie. This is so important. So many people jump into a really complex film, get totally lost, and then just give up. Don't do that. Start simple. Animated movies, they're fantastic for this because the actors usually speak incredibly clearly. Or, here's a great hack, rewatch a movie you already know and love. If you're not struggling with the plot, your brain is free to just soak up the language. Oh, and TV shows are brilliant too, because you hear the same voices again and again. Next up, step 2, using subtitles the smart way. And there is one golden rule here. You ready? Always use English subtitles, not subtitles in your own language. Why? Because this creates this amazing connection in your brain between the sound you're hearing, the word you're reading, and the meaning of it all. It's like a learning superpower. Then, as you get more comfortable, you can start to challenge yourself. Try to look at them less and less, and eventually, try watching just a little piece with no subtitles at all. You can do it. Okay, now for step 3, and honestly, this is probably the most powerful part of the whole method. I call it the scene repetition technique. Here's how it works. You pick one short scene, like 30 seconds, maybe up to 2 minutes. First, just watch it, simple. Then, watch it again, this time with the English subtitles on. Now the fun part, start repeating the lines out loud. And then, you can try something called shadowing. That's where you try to speak along with the actor at the exact same time. It feels a little weird at first, but it's incredible for your accent and rhythm. Just focus on that one scene for a day or two. Trust me, you'll be shocked at how much you remember. Okay, so you've got the basic 3-step method down. That's awesome. Now let's really level things up. I've got some pro tips and common pitfalls to share that will help you learn even faster. And, just as importantly, avoid getting frustrated. First big tip is to watch for the story first. Seriously. The first time you press play on a movie, your only job is to enjoy it. That's it. No studying, no pausing, no frantic note-taking. Just relax and get into the story. A happy, relaxed brain is a brain that's ready to learn. The real work can wait. But then, on your second watch, it's time to put on your detective hat. Now's when the act of learning kicks in. You start noticing the little things. How do people greet each other in this movie? How do they ask questions? What little phrases do they use when they agree with someone or disagree? You're not just watching anymore, you're investigating the language. And when you hear a line that you think is useful or just sounds cool, don't just let it fly by. Hit pause, say it out loud, say it again, maybe a little louder. You have to remember, your mouth learns by copying. It's muscle memory. You're literally training the muscles in your face to make English sounds more naturally.
All right, pro tip number 2
is all about not overwhelming yourself. Look, don't try to write down every single word you don't know. That's a recipe for burnout. Instead, grab a small notebook and just aim for 1 or 2 new phrases each day. That's it. We're talking useful everyday stuff like, "Are you kidding me?" or "That sounds good." It's all about quality over quantity. Then, the real test is trying to use one of them in a conversation that week. Okay, let's quickly run through some common mistakes so you can avoid them. First big one, trying to understand every single word. Don't. Just focus on the general idea. You don't need 100%. Second, choosing movies that are way too hard. Seriously, there is zero shame in watching kids' shows. If you can understand it, you're learning more than if you're totally lost in some complex drama. And finally, the biggest mistake of all is just watching passively. You have to be active. Repeat those lines, shadow the actors, notice the words. That's how you learn.
So, where does this all lead? Well, it leads to a path to fluency that doesn't feel like a chore. It's not homework. It's just enjoying the process.
So if you take anything away from this, let it be this. Relaxation and consistency are your 2 superpowers. For real. If you're actually having fun, you're going to keep doing it. It's as simple as that.
And please, don't think you need to find 2 hours every single day to do this. You don't. It's the small, consistent steps that lead to huge results. I'm serious. Even if you just watch a movie trailer and practice 1 line from it, that's a win for the day. Every little bit adds up.
Do this, and I promise you your listening is going to get better, your speaking will sound more natural, and your confidence, it's going to skyrocket with every movie you watch. So really, there's only one question left to ask. What movie are you going to start with tonight?